Hi, my name is Alice Thomson and I work as an implementation project manager. I wanted to talk to you about something that I feel quite strongly about, and it's about launching your software internally and how to prepare your organization for that launch. Why is it important to communicate a launch internally? Well, you have invested a lot of money and time and resource into building this new software. You've spent hours and hours on designing a product that's going to help your people to do their jobs much more easily day to day. But if you're not telling them that this is coming, and if you don't actually prepare them for how to use the system, you might find that it might come as a bit of a shock to them. So there we have it. You have been working super hard for weeks, end on end, to implement this new software. You've reached your big launch day and everybody's ready to go, and you launch it and it just falls flat. All that stress, all those long hours, all those negotiations and patience that you've poured your heart into is actually received really, really coolly. So why is it that then people can be a little bit grumpy about it? Well, it can be as simple as it's too sudden. They're stuck in their old ways, they don't like change, it feels a bit strange, they were not asked, there is no real need, it's just added workload, and do you know what? It's just one of those things that management just does for the sake of it, just change for the sake of change, and we're not going to be on board with that. So you have to tell people that this is coming and make them prepared and excited about the new change. Create your team. Think about who you need in your communications team that really will deliver an efficient communication plan to your people. Make sure the people in that team are the right ones. You want creative people, you want energetic people, people that are influencers. You definitely want an IT person on board because there are so many different tools that you can use to make a really, really great impact. So you want your IT people to be on board to help you with that. And gather information from within the team you just created and elsewhere to know what kind of communication does work on people in your organization. What's the goals? What are we trying to achieve here? Once you've got those written down and defined, it'll be so much more easier to drive this. And find out about your audience. You can do some sort of surveys maybe before and try and find out, take the pulse on the people in your organization and what kind of issues and problems they are facing. Based on that, you can then create a great plan where you talk about solutions to those problems. Also, what kind of communication works with them, how knowledgeable are they, what level of complexity should you be using, and so on, and what kind of expectations they've got. There are 5 ways that we normally see tools that you can use in your communication. Written comms can be emails, can be newsletters, blogs, whatever kind of tools you've got available to reach out to your audience. It might be that you've got a TV screen running in your cafeteria area, for example. You can drive competitions, make it a bit fun, have maybe bake sales or something connected to a charitable cause, and just get people really sort of tap into that competitive mindset of them. Gamification, if you're using that, then that's a great tool for this. Face-to-face, really important. You can start off with maybe just announcing that you've got this plan about this new software that's coming. Keep it generic, keep it to your all hands meetings, take up only a little bit of space, and then dig down to more personal meetings, maybe come into team meetings or create specific meetings to prepare people for what's coming. Definitely think about training. You're going to need to have a training plan, but also in your communication plan at this stage, you want to make sure that you are telling people that training is coming and they shouldn't worry about if they don't understand everything right now. It will all be taken care of. And again, sell a solution. Don't talk about software. Not everybody's into great techie features. Talk about how this new software is going to resolve issues that they are facing in reality in their day-to-day lives. Share clear instructions. So create user guides or make sure that people have access to a space, they know where it is, where they can find information, so that when they come into the system the first time they're using it and they run into problems, there should be very clear instructions easily available to help them. And same goes for a support structure. So think about who's going to be supporting this when people have questions. What's the email address to a support? Who's going to be answering the questions? Do you have a techie support that can resolve issues that are not just how-to questions? All of this needs to be there before you launch, and also that you communicate that out clearly so people can find it easily. Even after you launch, don't stop communicating. So you've done a great job up until now, put lots of effort toward getting people on board. They're on board, you've launched, and you don't want to go silent at this point. Don't fade away because your software is going to have upgrades, new features. You're going to use it differently, maybe roll out to other teams. You want to keep that momentum going, especially during the first time, maybe the first year, so that people are driven and excited about returning to the system to do their day-to-day jobs. So maybe have some more blogs written, have some more mentions on your newsletters, maybe tell stories about how this has helped different departments. Again, those influencers will come really in handy to keep driving that momentum. And now you should really experience your people being a lot happier about your new launch, as happy as you are. Because it was expected, it resolved their issues, it was a good change, it feels comfortable, everyone was listened to, it feels fresh, it does ease the workload, and also people feel that you've invested in them. The company has come through and put money towards making their lives easier, and who wouldn't be happy about that? So good luck, and thank you for listening.